You wanna know what's insane? I get to teach my kids every day. My classroom right here, all of this stuff, these are for my students, okay? They come in here, they get to sit down, we interact, we talk about literature, we talk about the power of words, we talk about the power of people, we talk about the power of these things. And I am so grateful that I get to do this every single day. And I just can't imagine how anyone could be in this profession and not feel empowered by what they do. I see it every day. There are people complaining about what they have to do. They're complaining about how much pay they get. They're complaining about the state test. And don't get me wrong, there are things to complain about. There are things that need to change. However, I fundamentally believe as educators, we need to start spreading the positivity. We need to start showing people how amazing it is to do what we do. Because right now we're attracting negative attention from politicians. We're attracting the wrong people who want to be teachers. Raise your hand. How many times have you heard someone say, you know what? I don't know what to do with my life. I guess I'm gonna be a teacher. No one does that for astronauts, okay? No one stands up and like, you know what? I didn't make good choices for most of my life. You know what? I'm gonna go be a lawyer. They do it for teaching, and you know why? Because they think teaching is nothing but this cush little job that you do. You don't put in any effort, you just do it because you wanna pontificate how intelligent you are. And those of us who are actually doing the work know that that couldn't be any farther from the truth. Teaching is an art, and it is a science, and it is a passion that you have to pursue with everything you are, or you are doing a disservice to the future of your country and to the students that look up to you every single day. If you aren't giving your students the all, if you are not putting everything you are, if you are not exhausted by the end of the day because of your effort, then I'm just gonna say you're not giving it, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing it. But there are so many of us who are doing that. We go home exhausted because we are just so engaged in helping our students. We're engaged in getting them to think deeper. We're engaged in improving our craft, regardless of how many years we've been teaching. And I am just so grateful that I'm in a profession where I can give it my all, and I can go home exhausted and still be thinking about it. I don't go home exhausted and stop thinking about this stuff. I go home exhausted, completely energized by what I do every day, even though I'm passing out in an instant. And I think it's important we spread this message. I think it's important that we are more vocal as educators about what we do and why it's important. Allow people to see that the passion we do is extreme. The things we do for our students is extreme. Because I gotta tell you, if you're not getting fired up by kids understanding and challenging themselves with questions, and you pushing them and learning about your craft and learning about how the brain works so you can teach better, then I don't know what you're doing. But I gotta say, I am just so grateful that I have this library. I'm grateful that I get to look at these bookshelves, and they're messy, and they're being moved everywhere, and there are books, and moving over here, I have this book review section, and it's 3 weeks into school, and we have all of these book reviews, and I have more sitting over there in that corner waiting to get posted. I love that I get to have this happen in my life. And I feel for the people who don't love it anymore. I feel for you, but I think you need to change your mindset. I think that we should stop spreading the negativity. I think we should stop having all of these funny videos and all these funny comments about how terrible our jobs are, because people are listening, people are watching. And do you want to be responsible for someone not taking your job seriously? Do you want to be responsible for empowering the attack on public education? You need to push yourself to demonstrate yourself better, to present yourself in the way that empowers the profession and other teachers, not in a way that inspires negativity and inspires the eventual death of our profession as professional educators. If you like this video, please share all over social media. Go over to Teach Me Teacher on Facebook and like it. Listen to the podcast. This is what Teach Me Teacher is about. It is about inspiring educators from educators. It is getting educators together so we can all help each other and better our profession and demonstrate ourselves in a way that garner respect.